Welcome to Sound Bites. I'm Christine Tao. I'm the CEO and co-founder at Sounding Board.
And I'm Lori Maison, the other co-founder and the chief coaching officer at Sounding Board.
So Lori, what I wanted to talk to you about today is this idea of hard times calls for soft skills. And let me tell you a little bit about why that was coming up for me.
Okay.
You know, as we've gone through all of these different stages of the pandemic and crisis and everything that's been happening in the world, one of the things that we've observed, whether it's through research or even just through, the conversations that we have with a lot of the leaders that we work with, has been the importance of those really sort of intangible or leadership skills, and that's really what's been carrying people through these times. And so, I read this article about hard times calling for soft skills, and I thought, I'm sure you have a great perspective on that and why you think that during times of crisis or times of challenge, that leadership skills and these softer skills become more important than ever.
The main reason the soft skills become so important, and by the way, they're always really important, but maybe the need is heightened a bit, is just because of the increased level of emotion. So when you talk about pandemic, when you talk about protests, about Black Lives Matter, about politics, like people have very strong emotions about those things. And they're also being really personally impacted. So skills like listening and empathy and working with people from a cooperative problem solving approach or a conflict management approach that deals with strong emotion is going to be critical during this time. Like, you can't just have people turn off their emotion and get back to work. It just doesn't work that way at this point. And that's also been a big change just in the work culture over the last, say, since 1950, like last 50 years. It was really originally like, just FedEx your head to work, everything else stays at home, like a big separation between work and personal life. With the pandemic, where work and personal life has basically become the same thing in the same location, you can no longer create that separation. And the truth is, you don't even really want to. There's a great quote by Clinton's old campaign manager, whose name I don't remember now, but I still love the quote. It was, "You pay me for my mind, I throw in my heart for free." So if you want people to throw their heart into the work, then you have to be able to have the skills to deal with the emotion that comes up when people are connected in that way.
Well, I think it's so true that, in the workplace, people think you have to leave your emotions at the door, right? That's what makes you professional.
Right.
And I think that this time has really shown us that, that's simply not possible, right? I personally, last week, I'm a working parent, and I finally got my kids shipped off to summer camp where they were out of the house and out of my hair. And I felt like, I wrote about it, I felt like I had a whole new lease on life. And I didn't even personally may not have been completely aware at how much emotion was weighing on me throughout my workday that I was just carrying around because of all of the different things that we're juggling.
Right. And that's another thing that really has become critical for leaders during this time is self-management. Because how are you supposed to be listening and empathizing with others when your own household is blowing up right behind your chair? So there's a way you have to work on your self-management and manage through your own set of emotions, and then be able to make yourself present and available to your employees.
Well, we're definitely going to be talking more about that. We've had this series on leading forward and all of the skills and the important things that companies and leaders have to think about as they lead their teams forward through all of this change. And so stay tuned for our next episode of Sound Bites. And thank you so much, Lori, for your thoughts.